They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Gibson.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jones breaking from the contact. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, Allen. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Allen going to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Oh, wide open, complete, and down to the 20. A big play here for Buffalo.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Play action. Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll run with Gibson.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. Open man is Antonio Gandy Golden. 2nd down and 3. A give to Gibson running right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing now is Kaepernick. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On first down, it's Gibson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Kaepernick. This goes out wide for Drake. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Kaepernick. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good. And got his man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick.
That'll be checked down to Drake.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
Washington on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. But they'll say it's incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give to Jones. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Allen. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. The Bills send the punter out, standing just about on his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he fires one incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen going deep for Diggs. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And that's complete to Gandy Golden. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Kaepernick going to throw. Flush to his right. He finds his man. Complete. That's Haynes. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Kaepernick to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Working with a 2nd and 3. Kaepernick now to throw. He's got it to Gibson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the 1st half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Play action. Now it's Allen. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Here's Hain to return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. He'll buy some time right.
Got a man, it's Gibson, complete.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A handoff running left is Gibson.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan.
And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So after the INT, it's Allen.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down. In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Allen now looks to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown! Bryce Love, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, Kaepernick. He'll find Gandy Golden there, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Play action. Now Kaepernick. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And his throw here's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Here's Kaepernick. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side here with Love. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 37 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for Washington. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're...
Allen hit. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Call it no gain there, and they've got a ways to go now on 3rd down. Here's Love again. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what do we...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st down, Kaepernick. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2nd and 8 coming up. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. They'll set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Kaepernick, got to have this one. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. To throw is Kaepernick. Looking for the end zone.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. So Allen's going to look to throw. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. On first down, it's Gibson into the secondary past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it.